Preparing for your North Carolina DMV permit test? Congratulations. You've come to the right channel. On this channel, you'll find everything you need to pass on your first try. Guaranteed. This mock test includes 25 questions, just like the real exam. You'll need 20 correct answers to pass. Quick tip, don't miss the last 5 road sign questions. They're important and can earn you easy points in your exam. All questions are based on the official study guide. Keep track of your score and let us know in the comments how many you got right. Let's get started. Question 1. If your vehicle has airbags, is it still necessary to wear a seatbelt? A. No, the airbags provide enough protection by themselves. B. Yes, but only for longer journeys. C. No, wearing a seatbelt is a matter of personal choice. D. Yes, seatbelts should be worn at all times for safety. The correct answer is D. Yes. Seatbelts should be worn at all times for safety. Explanation. Even if your vehicle is equipped with airbags, it is essential to always use your seatbelts. Airbags are designed to work in conjunction with seatbelts to provide the best protection in case of a collision. Question 2. When should you use your headlights? A. 1/2 hour after sunset to 1/2 hour before sunrise. B. On an open street, if there are no other cars nearby. C. In foggy or adverse weather conditions. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. Use your headlights 1/2 hour after sunset to 1/2 hour before sunrise. 2. Use high beams on an open street if no other cars are nearby. 3. Use low beams in adverse weather conditions such as fog or rain. Question 3. What does the picture below indicate? A. The driver is moving or turning left. B. The driver is moving or turning right. C. The driver is slowing or stopping. D. The driver is parking. The correct answer is B. The driver is moving or turning right. Explanation. The hand signal perpendicular to the road indicates that the driver is moving or turning right. Question 4. What is the speed limit on limited access highways unless otherwise posted? A. 55 miles per hour. B. 65 miles per hour. C. 70 miles per hour. D. 75 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. 70 miles per hour. Explanation. The speed limit on limited access highways is 70 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Question 5. Where is the bicycle lane usually located when there is a right turn only lane present? A. To the left of the right turn only lane. B. To the right of the right turn only lane. C. In the center of the roadway. D. Between the left turn only and right turn only lanes. The correct answer is A. To the left of the right turn only lane. Explanation. If a right turn only lane is present, the bicycle lane is typically situated to the left of it, allowing bicycles to continue straight through the intersection safely. Question 6. What should you do when a truck is approaching from the opposite direction? A. Drive faster to pass quickly. B. Move closer to the center line. C. Keep as far to the right as possible. D. Honk to alert the driver. The correct answer is C. Keep as far to the right as possible. Explanation. When you encounter a truck coming from the opposite direction, keep as far as possible to the right side of the road to avoid being sideswiped and to reduce the wind turbulence between you and the truck. The turbulence pushes vehicles apart. It does not suck them together. Question 7. Before proceeding through an intersection at a green traffic light, you should A. Yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and vehicles within the intersection. B. Come to a complete stop before the edge of the roadway. C. Sound a loud horn to get other motorists' attention. D. Turn on your hazard lights. The correct answer is A. Yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and vehicles within the intersection. Explanation. A green light means you may proceed if it is safe to do so after stopping for pedestrians and yielding to vehicles within the intersection. Question 8. You must stop at a railroad crossing. A. When the crossbuck signal is flashing. B. When the crossing gates are lowered. C. When there is a stop sign present at the crossing. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. You must always stop before any railroad crossing when 1. The signal is flashing, 2. The crossing gates are lowered, 3. A stop sign is posted. Question 9. Where should your vehicle be when approaching an intersection for a right turn? A. In the center of the lane. B. The far left lane, or as close as possible to the center line of the roadway. C. As close as possible to the curb or right edge of the roadway. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. As close as possible to the curb or right edge of the roadway. Explanation. To execute a right turn, approach the intersection in the right lane, remaining as close as possible to the curb or edge of the roadway. Question 10. If an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and sirens is passing through a roundabout, what should you do? A. Stop in the middle of the roundabout. B. Speed up to get ahead of it. C. Pull over after you exit the roundabout and let it pass. D. Ignore it and keep driving normally. The correct answer is C. Pull over after you exit the roundabout and let it pass. Explanation. Never enter a roundabout when an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and sirens is passing through. Finding this video helpful? Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Your support helps us create more practice videos to get you test ready. Now, let's get back to it. Question 11. Before pulling out to pass another vehicle, you must A. Look over your shoulder to check blind spots. B. Make sure you have plenty of time and space to pass safely. C. Speed up. D. Both A and B. The correct answer is D. Both A and B. Explanation. Before you pull out to pass a vehicle, check blind spots and make sure that you have plenty of time and room to pass. Question 12. You must always park on the right side of the road, unless it is A. a one-way road, B. a two-way road, C. a limited access highway, D. an intersection. The correct answer is A. a one-way road. Explanation. You must always park on the right side of the roadway unless it is a one-way street. Don't have time to study every test question? No worries, we've got you covered. You can get ready in less than 1 hour and pass the North Carolina DMV permit test guaranteed. Get our premium cheat sheet with 150 must-know questions. Tap the link above to download now. You can also grab it from the description below. Question 13. On a multi-lane road with traffic moving in the same direction, which lane should slower drivers use, except when passing or making a left turn? A. the left lane, B. any lane, C. the right lane, D. the center lane. The correct answer is C. the right lane. Explanation. When there are 2 or more lanes for traffic moving in the same direction, slower vehicles should use the right lane, except when passing or making a left turn. Question 14. What is a safe way to handle phone calls while driving? A. Pull off the road before making a call. B. Use voice-activated or memory dial functions. C. Ask your passenger to handle the call. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Explanation. Safety tips for phoning while driving. 1. Whenever possible, pull off the road before making a call from your car. 2. Use the memory dial function and voice-activated dialing to avoid taking your eyes off the road. 3. Ask your passenger to handle all phone calls for you. Question 15. You do not need to yield to an approaching emergency vehicle when A. Driving on the opposite side of a multi-lane highway divided with a center median. B. The emergency vehicle lights are flashing brightly. C. Driving on a one-way street. D. The emergency vehicle is directly behind you. The correct answer is A. Driving on the opposite side of a multi-lane highway divided with a center median. Explanation. Vehicles traveling in the opposite direction on a 4-lane limited access highway with a center median do not need to yield the right-of-way to an approaching emergency vehicle. Question 16. If an approaching driver doesn't dim their lights even after you blink your high beams once, what should you do? A. Switch on your hazard lights. B. Maintain your high beams. C. Switch to low beams. D. Accelerate and overtake swiftly. The correct answer is C. Switch to low beams. Explanation. If an oncoming driver doesn't dim their high beams after you signal them, keep your headlights on low beam to avoid blinding them. Question 17. How can you dry wet brakes after driving through a puddle? A. Press the brake pedal hard repeatedly. B. Lightly press the gas and brake at the same time. C. Accelerate sharply. D. Press the brake pedal hard and hold. The correct answer is B. lightly press the gas and brake at the same time. Explanation. If your brakes get wet, you can dry them by lightly pressing the gas pedal, accelerator, and brake pedals at the same time. This will cause your vehicle to drive against the pressure of the brakes. Only do this until the brakes dry. Question 18. What should you do if your headlights go out while driving? A. Keep driving slowly. B. Speed up quickly to reach your destination. C. Turn on hazard lights and stop safely off the road. D. Honk your horn. The correct answer is C. Turn on hazard lights and stop safely off the road. Explanation. If your headlights go out, check the switch immediately, and if does not work, turn on your hazard lights and bring your vehicle to a safe stop. Question 19. What is the likely outcome of drinking alcohol while taking drugs, like over-the-counter medicines or depressants? A. It has no effect, as they are different substances. B. It reduces the effects of the alcohol. C. It reduces the effects of the drug or medicine. D. It could multiply the effects of the alcohol. The correct answer is D. It could multiply the effects of the alcohol. Explanation. Drinking alcohol while taking drugs can amplify the effects of alcohol. This combination can significantly impair judgment, coordination, and overall cognitive function, potentially leading to dangerous situations on the road. Question 20. If you cannot immediately find a safe place to stop when law enforcement signals you to pull over, what should you do? A. Ignore the signal and keep driving at the same speed. B. Slow down, turn on hazard lights, and look for a safe place to stop. C. Make sudden lane changes to signal distress. D. Stop immediately, regardless of your location. The correct answer is B. Slow down, turn on hazard lights, and look for a safe place to stop. Explanation. If you are stopped by law enforcement and you cannot find a safe place immediately to stop the vehicle, slow down and turn on hazard lights. This indicates to the officer that you acknowledge their presence and are actively trying to find a safe place to stop. Question 21. What does this arrow signal indicate when flashing? A. Drivers must come to a complete stop and not turn in the direction of the arrow. B. Drivers can turn in the direction of the arrow without yielding to oncoming traffic. C. Drivers must proceed straight ahead and not turn in the direction of the arrow. D. Drivers can turn in the direction of the arrow but should yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. The correct answer is D. Drivers can turn in the direction of the arrow but should yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. A flashing yellow left arrow indicates that drivers may make a left turn, but they must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians before proceeding. It allows for an unprotected turn, requiring extra caution. Question 22. What does this sign indicate? A. That left turns can be made in either direction, but only from the left lane. B. That a designated lane is reserved for left turns in both directions. C. That only right turns are allowed in the lane. D. That left turns are allowed only when the traffic light is green. The correct answer is B. That a designated lane is reserved for left turns in both directions. Explanation. A two-way left turn only sign indicates that a specific lane is designated for left turns by vehicles traveling in both directions. This lane is typically found in the center of the roadway, allowing vehicles from either direction to enter it for making left turns at intersections or driveways. Question 23. What does this sign warn drivers about? A. A sharp right turn ahead. B. A steep road ahead. C. A winding road ahead. D. A narrow road ahead. The correct answer is C. A winding road ahead. Explanation. This sign alerts drivers that the road ahead features multiple sharp curves or winding sections. Drivers are advised to slow down to navigate these curves safely. Question 24. What does this sign indicate? A. The road ahead merges into a single lane for both directions of traffic. B. The road ahead is divided into two separate roadways by a median or barrier. C. The road ahead is closed to all traffic. D. The road ahead becomes a one-way street. The correct answer is B. The road ahead is divided into two separate roadways by a median or barrier. Explanation. This sign warns drivers that the highway ahead is divided into two separate roadways by a physical divider such as a median or barrier. Each side of the roadway carries traffic in one direction. Question 25. What does this guide sign show? A. The distance to the mentioned destinations. B. The directions to the mentioned destinations. C. The distance and directions to the mentioned destinations. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. The distance and directions to the mentioned destinations. Explanation. This sign shows both the distance and direction to the listed destinations. Such signs assist drivers in staying on the correct route, planning their travel time, and reducing the risk of taking wrong turns. Did you pass this mock test? Feel free to share your score in the comments below. If you are struggling, don't worry, we'd love to help you pass your test.